It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Chicago Bulls. It's been hard to come by a W lately for the Chicago group. They stand 8th in the East, a moderate decline from their position in the standings at the end of last season, but still plenty of reasons for optimism at this point. With certain players, it's like having a coach on the floor. We're talking Chris Paul. Shaq, what's it like playing with a point guard that smart?
Well, Paul knows exactly what needs to happen in every situation. He remembers patterns and tendencies of players and of opposing teams. Very smart point guard.
Yeah, you can't let your team lose focus, and he does a good job of that. The team plays with a purpose when he's on that floor.
Now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as tip-off approaches.
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Well, I think the key was the determination and grit and toughness they played with. You've got to be focused to do that, and they were.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, we know when you talk about dedication, Chris Paul is among the greatest. Now, he says, I have a scary passion for basketball. I study it, I watch it all day, every day. I'm not the most athletic guy, so I have to use my mind and my knowledge of the game. Kevin, he is a professor out on the floor.
Tremendously competitive with great attention to detail, David. Thanks. Well, we're moving into the heart of the NBA season, Clark. Has chemistry and pecking order in a locker room been set by the coach and by the team at this point of the year?
Yeah, I think with veteran teams, it's pretty well established. But again, the makeup of your veterans is key there. With younger teams, though, I think they begin to – it's a process. It's an ongoing process of figuring out roles
right.
and pecking order. So as you get into the middle part of the season, the heart of it, I think the young guys do start to kind of figure it out.
So the Rockets win the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Levine kicks to Dunn. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That is just grown man, big boy work from Dunn inside. Incredible athleticism really aids him in getting these types of shots.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Back to Green. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes, you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Harden surveying the D. "13 feet away. Nice D from Levine. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
You know what you get there, Levine strong enough now to take on contact, able to complete the play.
Paul against Dunn to the paint, and the dunk by Capella.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Carter outside. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Pass to Paul. Porter against Harden. Here's Tucker. No good with the triple. Done against Paul. Dunn right side. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And it's off from three-point range. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Pistons. Pass to Harden. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. To the paint, Capella. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done. You know, you look at most winning teams in this league, and there's no denying they have an identity, who they are and how they play consistently. The Rockets fall into that category, a defined style of play and pieces that fit pretty well.
That free throw good from Markkanen. And Clark, talk about the Rockets' identity, their style of play.
Yeah, it's all about the analytics, quite honestly. They're looking for drives and three-point field goals. Constant pressure on the defense. The long-range ball spaces the floor, and defensively they're going to try to switch and keep the ball in front and deny the same three-pointers they're looking for at their offensive end from the opposition.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Teardrop shot. Carter with the block. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Green against Porter. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets. The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Rockets trail. Harden outside. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Capella against Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Harden way outside. Another miss by Houston. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Levine, and Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots. And scoring the ball comes easily and naturally to him. He's a versatile player at the offensive end.
Outside, Levine. Right wing. Green against Porter. Now here's Markkanen. Defense is right there. Levine inside the three-point line. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Rockets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Green. Here's Capella. The shot from the low post is good. Capella's got his second basket.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen. And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. Carter with the block. Porter against Green. And there's Porter on the assist by Levine.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Harden against Levine. That one, no good. And it's Chicago the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Dunn. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for the Rockets. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Lopez, he's checked in for Carter. Dunn kicks to Levine. Markkanen in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Kenneth Faried, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the score by Houston.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Otto Porter. His last 10 games, he's around 14 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
First free throw is good. Clark, a favorite topic of yours. Great rebounders, glass eaters as you call them. Who's the best at creating those important second chance opportunities for his team?
Well, a couple of guys stand out for me in that regard, Kevin. DeAndre Jordan is terrific. Enes Kanter, probably, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the league. Enes Kanter. I mean, he goes and gets it in his area, out of his area, through guys, over them. Man, he's a terrific offensive rebounder. And I'd throw Anthony Davis in there too. I think he does a great job on the defensive glass and gets his share of offensive boards as well.
And here are the Bulls now after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. The pass to Valentine. Over Gordon. And again, Chicago. No good. The Rockets have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Valentine passes to Selden. Yep, that one goes. Selden's got his first bucket in this one. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
The Rockets shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Rivers bounce pass. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And really, the three-point shot is Gordon's specialty, Kevin. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
Here is Arcidiacono. He's guarded by Rivers.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Gordon. From deep. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Bulls trail by 3. Arcidiacono kicks to Markkanen. Passes to Selden. Over Gordon. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And so it's Houston with it. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Very tough loss for them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in.
And Greg, they deserve a lot of credit for being aggressive, though. I mean, they got to the line a bunch because they forced the issue.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And the foul on Wayne Selden. That is his first foul of the game. Right side jumper. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Arcidiacono. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kicks it to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Over for Reed. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
You cannot give Markkanen room to shoot from the mid-range. I mean, he's capable of dropping these in bunches.
Outside jumper. Outside Gordon. And Eric Gordon, top 3 in the league, and three-pointers made the last 2 seasons running.
Yeah, he's done it 2 years in a row now, making over 200 triples in a season while coming off the bench. Impressive.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just 1 season, I think it's been remarkable.
First free throw is good. And Eric Gordon Clark, such a terrific tag team partner for Paul and Harden on the perimeter.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, he provides spacing with the deep range he has. Very efficient shot, not much wasted motion. He can attack closeouts off the dribble, and he gets to that basket and finishes aggressively. His strength very much at work when he does his damage.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Here's Arcidiacono. He's guarded by Rivers. Pass to Arcidiacono. Back to Selden. Clock at 6. Looking for Markkanen. He gets it there. That one goes in. Markkanen's got 8 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Gordon. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Spurs in San Antonio. Selden passes to Markkanen. Back to Selden. A three-pointer off the mark. The Rockets trail. Here's Gordon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a look at the 2K leaderboard now with the list of centers and power forwards who have been in a great rhythm at the free throw line over the last 10 games. Lauri Markkanen, number 1. 4th, Wendell Carter.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
And the Bulls making a change here. Blakeney's checked in. Outside Gordon. Outside jumper. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Gordon. Three-pointer. But they'll get another chance. Now here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Second chance shot. Valentine grabs the board. 4 seconds left. And Fareed sends it back.
Hey, the terrific instincts and timing that Fareed has, coupled with his reach, that lets him block a lot of shots.
A big-time effort for Eric Gordon, providing a lot of energy for Houston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And the Rockets came close, but Chris Paul still convinced this team has what it takes to win a title.
I'm in the wrong business if I didn't think we could win a title. I think we still got a lot of ways to go. We got a lot of work to do, but that's the fun thing about it right now, is to know that we're not there.
And his ability to stay positive, Greg, and stay at it, so admirable.
Yeah, and one of the best point guards of all time. You know he's hungry to break through and win a championship.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
You've got Gordon. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kenneth Fareed. Then there's Nene. And it's Rivers in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Gordon goes in, and the dunk by Fareed.
Fareed known for being a great dunker. Give him any room to work with, and he's getting to that rim.
That one good for 2. Carter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Shumpert. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Back to Rivers. 5 to shoot. He kicks to Fareed. And that one drops for him. Fareed's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
Those quick feet of his allow him to get out of the screen extremely fast. Fareed, difficult to stay with in the screen and roll.
And it's Carter missing.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Arcidiacono. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's Valentine. Buries it down low.
Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
And here's Rivers. 9 points last game out. Right side, Gordon. Inside. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
You know, Fareed is a highly energetic player who takes good shots. I like to see him improve on his defense moving forward.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Buck, you had a terrific amateur career. You made NBA all-rookie first team. Can't exactly call you a late bloomer at all. You were really thriving.
Yeah, I had a lot of great people around me, Kevin, from the time I started playing in middle school to high school, college, the pros. Actually was fortunate Herb Williams, a teammate of mine in college at Ohio State, was also with the Pacers when I got there. So that helped my transition immensely to have a friend, veteran guy in the league. He had been there a year before me, break me in, and then I had an opportunity to play a lot and show what I could do, but I attribute it to good fortune, favor, and a lot of good people.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Wendell Carter.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season, but last season he took home the official hardware.
Two shots.
That free throw missing. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe. The one that starts with the name of Larry.
Now, here's Markkanen. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
You know, battling inside, I like Levine's aggressive approach. Tough to match without fouling.
First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Chicago. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Zach LaVine, a high riser, the two-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Paul for three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose.
Lopez, he's checked in for Markkanen. Rockets leading by 3. And from everything you hear, LaVine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
And here's LaVine. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Harden against LaVine. Now here's Porter. Not a lot of room. 4 on the clock. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Porter's got 5 now.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Harden finds Paul. Harden against LaVine. Tucker. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Now, here's Dunn. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. The inbound, and Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Tucker. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead. And so LaVine will bring it up now for Chicago. There's the pass to Carter. LaVine against Harden. LaVine can't hit.
And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as that.
Here's Green, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Mr. Do-It-All coming away with the assist there. I mean, Harden making sure to keep his teammates involved in the offense.
Dunn outside. Carter outside. Back to Dunn. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You know, this is something Dunn's trying to work on, firing off the catch, becoming more fluid and a little less robotic.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 6th in scoring and And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Pass to Tucker. Up top, Capella. Now here's Green. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Has not made another three since the one he drilled in the first, but still, you got to defend him from beyond the arc.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Stolen by Harden. Over in the corner, Green. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires the three. Cans it from downtown. Harden's got 13. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Chicago calls timeout. Selden's checked in for the Bulls. And with a quick break on the court, we've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. Fifth is Wendell Carter.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Well, he's been slapping shots out of there all last month. I mean, he's building a reputation as a guy you don't want to challenge inside. His arrow is definitely pointing north.
Here's Selden. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And I tell you what, Levine has a nice stroke from distance. He's got excellent lift into his shot motion, and he's got that nice high arcing, soft, kind of butterfly touch.
Paul with the bucket.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Outside, Levine. Here's Selden, guarded by Harden. Porter against Green, and Capella sends it back. A shot by Harden, wide open, and another three for Houston.
And he's now made 3 three-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
Levine dishes to Porter. Goes up on the wing, and it's Levine that time on the assist by Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, I like the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Now, here's Capella. He had 22 points in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Paul can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 7. Selden kicks to Levine. There's Porter with the 3. Great D that time from Green.
On the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Here's Selden. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Paul against Levine. Paul with the steal, and Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Now Rivers. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Selden kicks to Levine. Lopez outside. Back to Levine. And there's the call on Nene. That is his first foul of the game. Bulls making a switch here. Over to the left wing. Here's Arcidiacono. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Rivers kicks to Nene. Fareed outside. 1:22 left here in the second. Lopez with the block. Here's Arcidiacono. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Rivers. Here's Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Now here's Markkanen. 8 points for him. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at the Blazers matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best. They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And so he makes both from the line.
Gotta like the confidence. Such an important part of making shots. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Rivers scanning the floor. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 18 points.
Gordon making like a microwave, getting hot in no time.
Blakeney kicks to Selden. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And the first one at the line is good.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Rockets leading by 7. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Down low. Here's Shumpert. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Markkanen. Some solid defense from Fareed.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
James, big first half for you. What was the most important thing that got you going?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and give a little spark to my teammates. You know, and they followed along. So, you know, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
So far, so good. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Eric Gordon taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot, I got to take my suit off.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
Well, look, they turn the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Day turning tonight here in the Southwest. We're in Houston. Welcome back, everyone. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Eric Gordon.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
Dunn with it and tipping off the second half. Here's Jim Boylan's 5. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Back to Carter. And Capella sends it back. Here's Tucker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
And when you're open, Paul will find you in a nanosecond. I mean, that's one thing that makes him really special.
And P.J. Tucker, Greg, a rugged physical defender at the forward.
And here's the guy, second-round pick back at 06. Spent 5 seasons playing abroad before making his return to the association. Now he's a seasoned veteran and not shy about holding his teammates accountable, especially defensively.
Porter against Green. Goes back up.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
It's good. And 12 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
From the arc. And it's Green missing. Bulls trail by 9. Dunn passes to Markkanen. He gets it in there. Markkanen's got 12 in the game.
And Markkanen is a low down inside close to the bucket. When he's got nice positioning, he's really comfortable inside.
All up top, Dunn covering. Pulls up on the elbow. It's all in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Levine wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Here's Levine. James Harden picking up that last basket. Here's Porter. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Well, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
Markkanen dishes to Dunn. Kicks it to Carter. And there's the feed to Levine, and taken away by Paul. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Chicago calls timeout. And Chris Paul still looking for his first title. This Rockets team represents his best shot, Clark, but last year they couldn't quite get it done.
Well, the big reason for that, Kevin, was the fact that Chris Paul was unable to play in Games 6 and 7 against Golden State. He was so instrumental in key moments throughout that series. Had they had him in Games 6 and 7, I think they very well could have been playing for a championship last year.
Now here's Harden. 20 points for him. Pass to Paul. Overdone. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Harden. Paul's got his third basket of the night right there.
That is the quick decision-making of Chris Paul. Doesn't take a single dribble, just sees it and hits it.
Markkanen kicks to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Carter. And Capella sends it back. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Houston leading by 11. Harden outside. Carter knocks it loose, and he recovers it. Harden gets the bucket. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dunn kicks to Carter. On the wing, Porter. Got it. Good job in the low post. Porter's got 16.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Carter leading the charge. Here's Porter, and Capella sends it back. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Rockets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And there's the pass to Tucker.
And it's nice to see Markkanen get nasty on the defensive end, using his length to bother shooters and throw them off balance a little bit.
Rockets leading by 11. Paul kicks to Green. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit too.
Now here's Markkanen. 12 points for him. Porter in the corner. And again, no good by Chicago. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Lobbed up there for Green. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. It's stolen by Capella. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bulls making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Paul against Dunn. Paul kicks to Harden from past the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 6th assist on the night. Chicago calls timeout.
You know, it's funny, guys. I'm still not sure that Chris Paul gets enough credit for just how special he is as a player. I'm not sure why that is. I mean, very few players in league history have been able to impact the game at both ends of the floor at his elite level.
The Rockets making a switch here. Fareed is checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Boston. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot. But it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, the Bulls. They're back in the 8th position.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they look ready to make all their fans forget about last season's horrible showing. They've already picked up some impressive victories.
Greg, this is a much improved squad. I mean, I don't know where they'll end up in the standings, but they'll be better than a year ago.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Houston.
Guys, one of the themes in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And you look at Chris Paul's numbers, they stack up to any point guard that's ever played the game. Clark, what do you think is the most underrated part of Chris Paul's game?
Well, I would think it would be his defense and his perimeter shooting. I don't think he gets the credit for being the perimeter shooter he is, but defense would stand out to me.
Here's Levine after the Rockets pick up 3. Inside. Here's Carter. Here's Dunn. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And that's now 10 points for Chris Dunn.
Man, you got to love the concentration of Dunn, guys. Nailing the shot right in the defender's face.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Rockets have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far. First one falls for him.
And, you know, the Beard continues to impress, continues to get better, and MVP candidate seemingly every season. Now, I've got a question, though. How does he maintain the look of that beard?
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Eric Gordon subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And Chicago also making a switch. Valentine's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Harden hits them both. Bulls trail by 15. Dunn outside. Pass to Carter. Stolen by Nene. Harden finds Fareed. It's stolen by Carter. Dunn left side. And the Bulls another 3.
Well, you got to put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside, because this guy is an exceptional scorer.
Fareed outside. Good D by Lopez.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Poked away. Stolen by Fareed. Now here's Harden. He's got 27.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Dunn passes to Carter. Dunn dishes to Levine. Back to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Dunn is just an unreal scorer and continues to add new wrinkles to his game. When he finds his comfort zone, his team is all the more dangerous.
Harden against Levine. To the middle. Here's Fareed. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Carter's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Ball against Dunn. Carter outside. Clock at 6. Paul with the steal. From 15 feet away, jump shot is good. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Paul is superb in the pick and roll. I mean, once the screen comes, he's really good at taking what the defense gives him.
Lopez kicks to Carter. In the corner, Valentine with it. Here's Levine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Boy, I like the little crafty up fake there to draw the foul, Kevin. I mean, Levine's really starting to mature as a scorer.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Levine. May have been the 90s, Clark, when we saw the pick and roll really become a common type play. Defenses have now adjusted somewhat, but many offenses still rely on it now.
Man, you go way back to the 50s and 60s. The pick and roll has been one of the hardest plays to defend since really basketball came into existence, quite honestly. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and now with the interchangeable parts that many teams have, you have the real challenge of small guys setting screens on big guys and creating havoc. So screen and roll action, always a very important part of the game and a hard set to cover well on defense.
Here's Rivers after Denzel Valentine's bucket. Gordon finds Fareed. Here's Nene. That one off the back iron and out.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
And the basket by Blakeney. And here's Rivers. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's sent back by Lopez. Levine kicks to Valentine. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Denzel Valentine, another tough, high IQ player, Greg, out of Michigan State.
Yeah, 4-year player for the Spartans. He knows how to play the game of basketball and has the versatility to impact the game in a variety of ways.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Valentine. Good on both. Rockets leading by 4. Now Rivers. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Fareed. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Fareed's got 9.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. At one point, they led by 16. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Levine looking around. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Kevin, I like what Levine showed there. Not getting so locked in to his own offense. Keeps his head up, finds the open man.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Now here's Nene. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 5 on the clock. Gordon for 3. Valentine grabs the board. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Levine passes to Valentine. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg. He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on it.
Bulls trail by 5. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. There's Levine, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Nene did not like that one.
And bringing the fight there. Levine, fearless, creating contact for the potential +1.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Valentine.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
You know what you like about Levine, he just keeps improving, keeps getting better, a little more strength and focus, and we're talking potentially an all-star.
Now here's Rivers. Nene finds Rivers. And it's sent back by Lopez. And he gets it back. The shot by Nene, no good. Chicago trailing here. To the inside. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Levine. Levine's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Here's Gordon. He's got 19. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And for Houston, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Gordon is at the 2 with Green playing the 3. Nene is out there with Kenneth Faried. And it's Rivers in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Like how Gordon stays low to the ground, keeps that center of gravity anchored. Quick driving inside, and excellent finishing at the basket.
It's good.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
Here's Rivers after the made shot from Zach LaVine. There's the 3, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
Now here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Boy, we're seeing what happens when Levine gets on this kind of a roll, and tonight he's been able to sustain it for a while.
Houston in the lead. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Rivers with it. Now defended by Levine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with his development as a long-range shooter. It's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
A free throw drops for Rivers. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. P.J. Tucker comes in for Kenneth Faried. And Chicago also making a switch. Porter's checked in. Rivers hits both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Drills it from outside.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Lobs it up for Levine. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Though Levine has spent plenty of time at the point, this is a natural score in my opinion, folks.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Rivers against Levine. Kicks it out to Gordon. It's up a 3, and another 3 for Houston.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here is Lopez after Eric Gordon hit the 3. Here's Selden. That one a little long. Houston leading by 7. Launches a three, and it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Green. Gordon's got 27 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Boy, I tell you what, the levitation, the hang time, few players look as light in the air as Levine does. Looks like he's almost walking on air.
Now a timeout called by Houston. For the Rockets, James Harden, he's checked in for Gordon. And Paul subbed in for Rivers. Chris Dunn's checked in for Chicago. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Harden, no good.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game, hey, but unfortunately they came up empty.
Markkanen inside the line. Misses off the right iron. Houston leading by 6. Beyond the arc. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Levine. Stolen by Harden. Capella kicks to Paul. From outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Green against Porter. No good that time. Great D that time from Green. Here's Harden on the wing. He can't get that one. And the Bulls going the other way now.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Yeah, I like this move for Dunn, Kevin. Racing and playing downhill, using the athleticism and strength.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
Chris Dunn taking 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
And so he hits both. And Greg, you look at Dunn, it can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
He kicks it to Levine. Now here's Markkanen, guarded by Tucker. Here's Porter. Lays it up and banks it in. Porter's got 20 points.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
And it's blocked. Back to Markkanen from past the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Harden kicks to Green. To the middle. Pass to Capella. Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Levine. Harden's shot is off. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East could definitely turn some heads.
Now, here's Markkanen. Harden missing his last shot. And Levine, here we go. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Carter, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. And it's Paul with the ball for the Rockets. At one point, they led by 16. And stolen by Dunn. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Now here's Harden. And Tucker kicks to Paul. Over Dunn. Bank shot. No good.
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
And there it is for him. 14 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Boy, I like how fast, how quickly he went up with the shot, realizing that his man had no chance.
Here's Harden. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Rockets lead by 5.
He's so good at making the defense feel and look helpless. Even when they're right on him, Harden finds a way to make defenders look silly at times.
Now here's Markkanen. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Knocked loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Here's Green. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Porter kicks to Dunn. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Ball's running. It's blocked.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
Harden kicks to Green. Houston moving the ball around. The pass to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Dunn with it. 3-pointer, Markkanen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 5 assists in the game. Rockets leading by 7. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Green against Levine. Now here's Paul. Shoots over Markkanen. Here's Capella. And Houston again with the bucket.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Porter, no luck.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Here's Levine. James Harden picking up that last basket. Markkanen dishes to Levine. But they get it back. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Levine against Harden. Bulls trail by 11. Porter looking it over. Kicks to Levine. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. High arcing shot. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Paul outside. Harden against Levine. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Levine. Porter outside. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's here's Houston now.
Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Paul kicks to Green. 1:27 left in the game. Pass to Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you got to know Harden's looking to get to the line. I mean, one of the best in the game at going right into the defender and drawing fouls.
First free throw is good. Harden hits them both. Bulls trail by 12. Levine kicks to Dunn. Passes it to Carter. Shoots over Capella, and it's Carter missing. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 15-6 run.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Rockets.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
Absolutely. I mean, they had this date circled on the calendar for redemption. I mean, you never want to lose 2 games and be swept. And it can be harder in an East-West game than playing against teams in your own conference. So this is a big win for them.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
Sheer dominance from him tonight. I mean, he could not be contained. A big reason for their success this evening.
For the Rockets, Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Fareed comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Paul. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 14. 36 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
Well, to me, they look emotionally spent.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. "36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And again, no good by Chicago. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. And Harden with the stuff.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it. And that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board.
So we see Houston taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much with Kenneth Fareed. What was the key tonight?
Just keep attacking, keep playing strong, and, you know, my teammates that believe in me, just re-lock in and get focused and play my game.
Great team win tonight, Kenneth. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.